Hey everyone, Dan here with Crypto Capital Venture. Just another quick technical analysis on Litecoin as well as Bitcoin. First, let me preface by saying if you don't like technical analysis, then don't watch the video. I post these videos and there's always a few people that are like, they talk about how technical analysis and charts and patterns, it's like, you know, flipping a coin. It means nothing. And not only do they do it, but, you know, and I know I have to expect this, but they do it in a way that's just like kind of nasty. And it's like, why do you waste time going around watching these videos on technical analysis and waste even more time kind of hating on the people that are doing them? Now, just from my perspective, I do this because I'm a technical recruiter in the cryptocurrency space. So I love the space and I also like trading cryptocurrency, and it's just, for me, it's fun to kind of take a break out of my day, look at the charts, trade a little bit, do a video, get a little creative, have some fun with my life. So, you know, I do it for no other reason, and you know, I like to put it out there to kind of share my thoughts with everybody. Anyway, after that tangent is over, let's take a look at what I'm looking at. I posted a video yesterday about Litecoin and the this support trend line that we have going since, you know, we started going crazy at the beginning of December. And you know, in the video I talked about bouncing off this line and kind of really keeping an eye on this, because you know, if we break this line, we could be seeing a downtrend from there. Now, with that being said, it's important to note we already are seeing a downtrend since we went crazy at the beginning of December, which you can kind of see here, downtrend. So the question is like, when will that turn around? And I wanted to add to this last video I did, which is the support line, because I noticed another thing forming. And this is an inverse head and shoulders. And if you really go back, I mean, even years, and you study the charts, the inverse head and shoulders pattern is pretty on point when it comes to predicting another uptrend. So, and that's with Bitcoin and Litecoin. So I just kind of wanted to go over that, what I'm seeing and what I want to keep an eye on, just because, like I said, it's fun for me to keep an eye on. And since I am a long-term holder and as well as a trader of Litecoin, you know, it's valuable for me personally to do this. So anyway, with that being said, I'm just going to kind of draw out what I see here in the left shoulder, the head, and then we have kind of a right shoulder forming. Now, what's very cool is the fact that not only can we keep an eye on what's going to happen, and if a right shoulder will form here and then go up, we can also keep an eye on this trend line that I talked about yesterday. Sorry, my drawing is not very accurate here, but you get the gist. So with that being said, if we look at this head right here and this neckline right here, which I'll draw, really the shoulder will complete if we can bump up above this neckline. And what's interesting is, again, there's that 300 area, which is a huge psychological barrier for this market. So if we can break that, typically, I guess the general rule of thumb is you kind of want to measure the bottom of the head to the neckline. And this is as far as like exit strategy. If you kind of want to try and get in on this, if it starts to occur, you take the bottom of the head to the neckline and you take that same distance, and that's, you know, generally where they say the top of that uptrend will end and possibly come back down a little. So if that happened, I could definitely see, where's my brush? This being the next area of resistance. So, and what is that? That's around 380, 400. So this is just a possibility. This isn't like a prediction that this is going to happen, but this this pattern has formed many times over in the past, over the years, within Bitcoin and Litecoin, and I think it's a very cool pattern to watch. So I'm throwing it out there for you to keep an eye on, especially because we're also keeping an eye on these support zones on this uptrend line that we have since the beginning of December. So what's gonna happen? I have no idea. Nobody knows. So, you know, I talk about it going up and I talk about the right shoulder completing, but what we have to keep in mind is this zone right here can break and, you know, we could head down. And that's something that's, I think, important to just keep in mind. So I'll hop over real quick to Bitcoin and kind of show you the same type of pattern. And what's crazy is Litecoin, I know they sometimes go the opposite way, but a lot of times they really just follow each other. And sorry, I just got an email pop up on my screen. So a lot of times they follow each other. So, and you see Bitcoin and Litecoin kind of following the same trend. And here is the Bitcoin chart right now as we speak, doing a very similar thing, following a very similar pattern. So let's see what happens. No clue what's going to happen. I don't even want to guess what's going to happen. I know, I hope that we see a continuation of the uptrend and we end this kind of bearish type of downtrend we've seen over the past few weeks, but we will see. This is just my thoughts. If you don't like it, stop watching technical analysis. Go get some sun, relax, chill out. No need to hate. Have some fun with life. And I appreciate you watching the video. God bless.